In Persian system of astrology, we have many headlines which are very similar to Western astrology, but they're different, although already existed in Western astrology, but there are different methods, less explained, and they are also come together in form of a very compact complete set of systematic items, like the rectification, the system of dignities, which actually not the 5 essential dignities, but it actually works with 177 dignities. The techniques for the solar return is really advanced in Persian system, and the profections actually we study some parts of it today. Matter is actually it doesn't have English equivalent. I couldn't find yet, but it's a different kind of aspects on the horizon, and not by actually the center point is not on the ecliptic. So when we say, okay, it's the square of sun and the moon, in the system of matter, it might not be a square, it might be a sextile, or it might be a trine. It depends on the location on the earth, like the horizon, like the house systems. Actually, we apply the same thing that makes the houses unequal on the aspects as well. And we have hilaj or hileks, which is about the length of life and how our bodies maintained during the years, and different systems of relationships and so on. But today, actually, we work on the system of Profection, and also a little of the system of calendar, because this system of calendar is this calendar is not simply a calendar we use in our daily life. It's an astrological calendar, an astrological system of looking at the calendars. And most of all, there are some linked techniques which are fardar, which is known as Firdaria in the West, and profection, progression, cycles, revolutions, which are the solar returns and other returns, and also the transits. These 6 always work together, and today actually I use some other of these along with the profection, but I focus on the profection mostly. There is something, before I start, there is something important to know about the true astrology and mean astrology. Like true and mean nodes, which is the average motion of the nodes or the exact motion of the nodes. Like the true and mean conjunctions, the true and mean transits. So we say Jupiter goes 1 sign per year, but we know that it's not exactly one sign. Sometimes it turns retrograde and sometimes it goes direct, and with different speeds. And also we have true and mean progressions and true and mean profections. So we studied more about the true and mean profections today. This is the sorry. This is an example of true and mean nodes. In the mean nodes, you see that the nodes are always retrograde, but in the true nodes, you see sometimes they turn direct, and they are not always retrograde, and their speed is not also linear. There is a story for the year. We usually say, okay, sun travels to each sign exactly on 30 days or something, or on a medium speed. But here you see, for example, sun passes through Aries for 30 days and a half, and in Taurus 31 days, in Gemini 31 days, in Cancer 31 days. And sorry, in the next part of the year, you see that actually the sun moves 30 days, 29 days, 29 days, and 29 days. So sun stays more in Aries in the first 6 months of the year, and it moves faster in the other signs. But actually we have a mean solar motion, which is 59 degrees and 8 minutes. We use this speed as a mean solar motion. We use it in the progressions. We use it in different calculations. But if we multiply it by 30 for the 30 days, we get 29 degrees and half. So if we base our calculation on the degrees, we have short of half a minute for every month. On the other hand, if we take the true length of the year, which is 365.2422, if we divide it by 12, we get 30.43. So if we base our calculation on the days, we get some more extra here. So this is really important for the profections, because actually today we are going to first learn about the mean profection or the annual profection that every astrologer uses these days, and then we go into the exact profection, and we find something interesting about it. Okay, there are some techniques in the Western astrology and in Hellenistic astrology. There's a term Time Lord systems or Time Lord techniques, usually to profection, Fardar, Dasha, zodiacal releasing sign, or ages. Actually, these kind of systems, which each of them actually introduce one planet or one sign to be responsible in one period of time. Actually, these systems called Time Lord systems. In Persian astrology, actually, we look at the profection in a different way. We have natal chart, we have profected chart, and we have solar return chart. These three charts are called three references or three ascendants. So if we give a credit of 6 number, this is the system in Persian system. If we give 6 points to the whole analysis, 3 points or 3 evidences are coming from natal chart, half a system. And 2 points come from profected chart, and only 1 point comes from the solar return. So if natal chart shows some good qualities, let's say about the money, if it shows a good potential of gaining money, and if profected chart says no and solar return also says no, then it's actually equal between yes and no. But if one of the two others accept that and say yes, so it means that actually the money definitely comes. So this is about the evaluation of these three references. And for the profected chart, we are not simply see it like a Time Lord system. We see it like a new ascendant for a chart. And it's interesting, the word profection in Farsi, in Persian, and in Sanskrit called intaha or anta. And in Arabic, intaha or muntaha. Actually, this is derived from the same root. And its meaning is something that goes to the end, or anta means end. And actually, you see anta and end, the word is the same from same root. English end and Persian and Sanskrit anta. So every sign, every year or every period of time, one sign goes to the end. That's why in Vedic astrology, people who study Vedic astrology, the running dasha is called dashanta. So if they say you are in the dasha of Mars and Mercury, it means that you are in Mars and Mercury dashanta. This is the way we work for it. And the system of profection is very simple. It says that according to Biruni, for example, profection is associating one sign to 1 year. It means actually the first year of the life belongs to the first house or the first sign. The second year is the second sign. The third year is a third sign. That's it. Simply a house or a sign associated into a year. So if you ask, how old are you? Okay, how old are you? I'm 25 years old. Okay, 25. We start first, second, after the 12 years, go again first and again. Then we find the sign related to the age. So by knowing the age of people, you can find the perfected sign. This is the main perfection.